Welcome to Victory Garden in the Wood River Valley. This video is about growing leafy greens, cabbage family vegetables, and garden peas. I'm Manon, I'm a home gardener, and with me is Linnea, and you are a food production manager, so we're at two ends of the spectrum.
One home gardener and one for larger scale size.
Yeah. So all these vegetables are cool season hardy crops. They're among the best things we can grow here. They're suitable for our frost-prone climate, and they generally grow well in all of Idaho's short season, and they grow well at high altitude, like here. They actually prefer the cooler temperatures of spring and fall, so it's a good idea to plant them early in the spring so we harvest them before the heat of the summer. Mm-hmm. Or grow them like at the end of the summer to harvest them in the fall, right?
Yep.
They actually dislike the heat of the summer. Mm-hmm. So you plant at the Hope Garden and the Bloom Garden, you plant successively every 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, so these items are all things that are nice to have available to our volunteers and our community members pretty regularly throughout the season. So to do that, we try to seed them either directly into the soil or doing greenhouse trays every, as you can see here, every 2, 3, or 4 weeks, depending on the type of plant. So just for example, spinach, which we would put the seed directly into the soil, no greenhouse stuff needed. We could start that first or second week of April, and then I would try to put more seeds into the ground every 3 weeks until about the end of August. And for someone producing something at our size, like a 1 acre garden, that's a different story from the home gardener. But if you even did 10 little plants as a home gardener every 3 weeks or something, you would have quite a good supply of spinach for the majority of the season. Like Manon just said, though, spinach, amongst these other things, isn't a big fan of the heat. So even though I'm saying you could seed spinach every 3 weeks, the reality is you would probably take a break in July and wouldn't seed anything in July because it won't produce for you.
Right. And as a home gardener, I grow mostly, kale, arugula, broccoli, kohlrabi, and garden peas. Mm-hmm. And I'm just about to plant my garden peas.
Yes.
I just found out that my little raised bed where I'm rotating my garden peas this year is at 44 degrees already. So I could start planting that right now. And this week I'll be starting my seeds indoors for most of the others.
Yes, the last week of March, we all get huge amounts of spring fever. And like Manon said, we could definitely seed the sweet peas, the garden peas, just about in the next 10 to 14 days, probably. Mm-hmm. Great luck.
Great. So where do we get our seeds? I'm a small gardener, and I belong to the Wood River Seed Library, and I save my own seeds, and I share seeds with local gardeners. So I get most of my seeds from locally harvested plants, which is wonderful because the plants are adapted to our climate.
Yeah, that's really ideal. And we use quite a few more seeds than a home garden size, and look to places like Johnny's Selected Seeds or Seed Savers Exchange for those supplies. And we look for mostly just the days to maturity to make sure that it's something that will work in our growing season. So, for example,
short
seasons.
Short maturity.
For the majority of the cold season items listed right here, I would look for something that is going to produce between, something on the short end, like a radish or an arugula in the 30-day period, to about 55 days. Something in the 30 to 55 day period is ideal for trying to get this window of cold season crops that grow very well for us.
Right. What about cabbage? Doesn't cabbage take more like 100 days?
Yes,
Or
some
90 days?
some cabbage can take that long, but then there are also a few. We had success with the Napa cabbage. That was about a 65, 70 day.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's ideal.